So today we will discuss what is control statement. So control statements are used to control the flow of execution depending upon the specified condition or the logic. And there are three types of control statement: decision making, iteration and jump statements. So we'll see what are those statements. Decision making statement is used to control the flow of execution of a program depending upon the condition. So there are three types of decision making statement. First one is if, then if else, and then nested if else. See, what do you mean by condition? We already used this in many practicals. For example, to check whether the number is even or odd. So what was the condition for that practical? So condition for that practical was to check whenever you are dividing any number by 2, the remainder is 0 or not. If the remainder is 0, it means that number is even, and if the remainder is not 0, it means that that number is a odd. So this is what the condition. So we'll see how it is handled. So first one is a if statement. So if statement is a programming conditional statement that, if proved true, performs a function. For example, it will start, it will check for the condition. If it is true, it will execute the code, and if the condition is false, it will skip that part and it will come here and it will end. So what is the syntax for if? You will write if, then you will write here condition within brackets, then colon. Remember to use colon, otherwise there will be syntax error. And then you will write down the remaining statements that you want to execute if the condition is true using indentation. Follow the indentation. Yes. Now another one is if else. If else statement executes some code if the test expression is true, that is non-zero, and some other code if the test expression is false. For example, if the condition is true, it will execute this one, that is body of if, and if the condition is false, it will execute this, that is body of else, and then it will end. For example, say this is its syntax: if, then write down condition, then write down your statements that you want to execute if the condition is true, and if the condition is false, execute these statements. So what is actually the program is like this: a is 10 and it is checking whether a is less than 100 or not, and if it is true, it will print it is less than 100, and if it is not true, it will print that it is more than or equal to 100. So this is what, see, if and else is here. If it is true, it will execute this, and if it is false, it will execute this. So tell me whether a is 10, 10 is less than 100? Yes, it is less than 100. So it will execute this and it will print that less than 100. So this is if else. Now we'll see what is nested if else. The nested if else statement allows you to check for multiple test expressions and execute different codes for more than 2 conditions. For example, it's like this: if condition, and if it is true, it will execute this. If it is false, it will come here, elif. Then it will check for this condition. If this condition is true, it will execute this one, this statement. Again, if it is false, it will come to the next step, and then it will check for this. It means it will execute this one. So this is what if, elif, and then else. This is known as nested if else. For example, say num is equal to float input entered. So this is what you are accepting number from a user, and then you are checking whether it is 0, positive or negative. So if it is greater than equal to 0, and if that number is 0, it means it is 0. Otherwise, as it is already checked that it is greater than or equal to 0, so either it is positive or 0. Then using if, they are checking whether it is 0 or not. It is 0. So in the else part, it is not 0, but it is greater than 0. Obviously, it means now it is positive number. So this is what if else. And now we'll see nested if else, that is this if within if, elif within elif, that is if else. Now this else belongs to this if. And if it is not greater than 0, neither equal to 0, it means it is a negative number. That's why. Remember, this else belongs to this if and this else belongs to this if. So this is if else within if else, nested if else. So output, say your user is entering number 5. See here, 5 is greater than or equal to 0, but it is not equal to 0. So it will come here and it will write down that 5 is a positive numbers. So this is what? Nested if else. So this is the end of today's session.